What's up, everyone? This is James at Lock in the Value, talking to you today about the wonderful world of crypto. Now, it's been an interesting month, a lot of sideways price movements, especially from the Bitcoin and Ethereum bracket. Now, it's September predictions. Before I get into that, I want to give a big shout out to my two patrons. We've had a chat on Skype for an hour, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you guys have got a lot out of it. And a big shout out to my Udemy students who this month our coin, as of this month, our coin has 8x'd from when I produced the Udemy course. So absolutely buzzing about that. Check it out, guys. Anyway, before we get into September's predictions, let's just have a look at back over the month and see what the August predictions did. So my top five, Ethereum was the 5th place. That was at 384.22. It's finished the month at 419.3, so it's about 9% gain. Not too bad. I expected it to do more, but it has struggled under the weight of its own success. In at 4th, we had Neo. Neo's had a beast of a month. I talked about it when it was at 13.29. Its current price at this moment in time is $20.40. That's a percentage gain of 53.5%. Not too shabby. In at 3rd, we had the wonderful Aave. Aave has had a beast of a month. So we talked about it at 31.7 cents. It's currently at 76.2 cents. That's 140% gains in a month. Cannot complain at that. The next one I had was OneChain. Now, OneChain was in at 26.6 cents. It has finished the month on 37.8 cents. So that's about 42% gain. Again, cannot complain with those returns. And in number 1, I believe I had Siacoin. And Siacoin was at the time priced at 0.003 cents. It's finished the month at 0.004. It's worked out again about 42.7% gain. So in a month of a lot of sideways movement, not a single loss and some solid percentage gains. So I'm going to run through my top 5 for this month. Now, in at number 5 is Elrond. Honestly, I'm tempted to put Elrond higher, but I have spoken about it already, so I didn't want to put it necessarily higher because people have heard me speak about it. They are reducing their circulating supply by 1,000-fold, which makes me exceptionally excited about this in general. Right? They're going to rebrand as well, effectively, so it will no longer be an ERD token; it will be an eGold. Now, that is a very sensible and clever move in terms of marketing, because when new money comes into the market and they see a token that's reflective of gold with a limited total supply of 20 million, there's going to be value gained. And that's happening over the next 4 days on Binance. And I really think this is going to bring a lot of people back into Elrond who have maybe not been paying attention for a while. The price movement is going to go up 1,000. So potentially, we're at about 1.97 cents, right? So times by 1,000, we're looking at about $19.70 per token when the 1,000 swap happens. So this is like the reverse, effectively, of what happened with Polkadot. But if you notice the price movement of Polkadot after this happened, I'm certain this is going to be reflected with Elrond, and we're going to see a price movement. I would not be surprised if we see Elrond or the eGold token by the end of the month hitting $30, which will be about 50% gain once the swap's been in place. But I'm really bullish on this, and I like Elrond generally. The technology is fantastic. So the Elrond network on Twitter, they've been talking about it, obviously. But the token swap begins on the 3rd of September. So eGold will be the new thing. Binance is a big swap partner. I really this is obviously not financial advice. This is my personal opinion. I'm a guy on the internet, right? But we don't make losses here. So I think this is going to have a big move over the coming month. I'm really excited about L1. In at number 4, we've got ontology. Now, everyone knows that I like ontology. I'm bullish on ontology. But there's a couple reasons that I'm interested in ontology. Firstly, the last sort of 7 to really 14 days, we've not seen much movement in terms of positive directions. Look, it keeps pulling back, right? I think we're going to have a breakout past $1 this month, and I think if that happens, it will break out even more. But it's not, and we're at that sort of point, to be honest, with ontology. When you look at it, we can see that it's facing resistance, especially around the 96 cents mark. When it breaks past that, which I firmly believe we're going to break past that this month, I think we'll have a real run on it. I don't know if it will be a 50%. I don't know. But I honestly believe we're going to see a run on ontology. And bear in mind, ontology are making such strides forward in what they're doing. They're trying to set up a parachain for Polkadot. If this happens, it's going to be enormous for ontology. Because we need that. We need to see that. And I really, really think that if that happens, and they get that in place, we're going to see a huge run. But it keeps fighting resistance, and it has been for a number of days now. I just think it's in a matter of time, personally, before we break past that resistance point. So check out ontology. Obviously, do your own research, but I'm bullish. I think ontology is going to see some gains this month. And users will soon be able to manage their TRX and DOT on Onto. In addition, ontology on BTC, ETH, NEO, Clay, and many other digital assets. And you can keep adding to the Onto wallet effectively. But I'm feeling bullish on Onto. Right, next one is Band Protocol. Now, Band's had a hell of a run. Part and parcel of why I'm choosing this is actually token metrics are predicting a sort of 33% growth over the coming sort of month. Now, actually, if you look at token metrics and general predictions, we're looking at a lot of sideways movement this month. There's not a lot to suggest Bitcoin or Ethereum are going to necessarily have a breakout. So identifying something that will is a little more challenging this month. Because obviously the options market is really slowing down the Bitcoin movement, which it effectively slows down everything. So finding these is important. Now, Chainlink had a huge run last month, and I think and token metrics is fundamentally predicting Band Protocol is going to have that same sort of run. In the last 30 days, it's up, 200%. The last 24 hours, it's fairly stagnated. Last 14 days, it's actually down 10%. But I think we're set for a breakout, and Token Metrics believes that too. And Token Metrics is a solid site with good TA. So it's worth having a look. But they're releasing guides for integrating Band's Oracle into the user interface. There's been improvements in terms of security and reliability. I think Band is a legitimate competitor for Chainlink. I'm not sure it'll ever beat Chainlink, but having that competition for Oracle networks, vital. So it's good to see that in place. But yeah, a lot of this prediction is based on token metrics, but I feel token metrics, they're fairly good with these sort of things. In at number 2, God, my brain. Solana. Right. Solana is a great blockchain. It's very, very quick. And it's had a good month. It's up about 177%. But part of what they've been doing is there's a DEX now released on Solana called Serum. Now, the speed of it is fantastic. And honestly, I believe that Serum could have a real run. It's having a pullback at the moment, but because of the speed and the efficiency of the system, there's no significant fees, nothing compared to like what you're dealing with on Ethereum at the moment. And the scalability is not a non-issue for the Solana network and Serum as a result. So I'm sort of putting these together, like in second place Solana, Serum, because if either have a run, it will prop up the other. But if you check out Serum's DEX, it's very good. It's very fluid. It moves quickly. The trading volume is still very high per day. You know, we're looking at 172 million. That's a good trading volume for this sort of for a sort of 99th capped coin. I think Serum's going to have a run. I really do. I really, really do. And I think if Serum has a run, Solana has a run. It's, at the end of the day, Solana is what Serum is built on. And I think one of those are going to have a run that influences the other. So I'm putting them in at joint second, really, here. The last one is sort of a shot in the dark, almost, but I'm going to talk about it. Anchor. Anchor is really not spoken about anywhere close to enough. For what Anchor actually does, it's phenomenal. Right. If you're not familiar with Anchor, let me break it down for you. But I really think this is my number one. And I just think when you're going to have more and more newbies getting into crypto, it's going to be very, very hard for a lot of them to set up nodes and to get used to the tech, to setting up any sort of technical situation. Newbies are going to struggle with that. In fact, generally, technologically aware people are going to struggle with that. It's not the easiest thing to get used to, right? Anchor make it easy. Anchor allow you to set up nodes on pretty much anything, and they've recently said that you can now set up a node with Polkadot. That's right, Polkadot. Okay, so if you check this out, we're looking at where is it? Right, they've partnered with Cardia Chain to offer application in the DeFi space. They have partnered with where is it? Here we go. Polkadot ecosystem. Right, everyone can easily participate in the Polkadot and parachain networks with Anchor. Spin up a node in minutes and start staking and developing on Polkadot. Right. Their layout and their functionality is phenomenal. And sooner or later, this coin is going to break into the top 100. I am so certain of it. I looked at this about 3 months ago and really pissed off that I didn't actually get in on it when I looked at it. I should have. And I'm looking at it going, I think we're undervalued here. We're looking at 0.013, so about 1.3 cents per token. Okay, trading volume is still around $38 million a day. Circulating supply 5.8 billion right now. Okay, I think this is set for a breakout, and this again is just a guy's opinion on the internet, right? But we've had consistently good times month on month. I think this is going to be a breakout, and I hope I'm right. But I will tell you right now, of the 5 that I've been speaking about, I have bags in Elrond and Ontology. I am intending on buying a bag of Serum and Anchor. Band I haven't bought yet. I think I will in the future, but right now I only have 4th and 5th place. But I intend on buying a bag of Anchor. I'm just hoping I can get a better price point, but I might be wrong because it might just skyrocket soon. But that's it from me today. Okay, we've had a phenomenal month. If you followed the predictions made at the beginning, let's pray and let's hope that September is as good as this last one. Anyway, that's it from me. Take care and stay safe.